Hello everyone, welcome back to Year 9 Mathematics. My name is Victor, and in the last video we learned about the difference between two squares shortcuts, which is called dots for expanding. This is going to be our shortcut. We are going to, of course, square each, the first and the last. We ignore like the product that we have together here, because bracket x minus 3, bracket x plus 3 instance expands to x squared minus 9. Now we're going to do that in reverse. We're going to factorize the dots expression. So we have this expression right here, x squared minus 25. Factorizing this, that we want to put this into brackets. So is it a minus? You have to ask yourself, is it a minus? Are there any minuses? Is it in this form? Then it factors. Okay, it always factors, even for any kind of number. Are they both perfect squares? Sorry, I have to restart. This is like a mental checklist that you do for every single time that you see two terms in algebra. Are there only two terms? Right now, there are only two terms, x and minus 25, yes. Is there a subtraction between them? Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is. So that's our checklist right there. And are both terms perfect squares? As you can see in our last video and our last two videos, 5 squared usually ends up to be 25. So this 25 is a perfect square. X squared is a perfect square as well. So those we have our checklist done. The checklist done right there. And it passes the test. This is a dots, which is a difference of two squares. And so because it's a dot and it's in the form of this, something like this, we instantly, the answer going to be two identical brackets, one with a plus, one with a minus. So set up your empty brackets right here. So this is going to be x in each bracket, of course, and then there's going to be a plus sign and minus sign. This looks a little bit ugly and small, so I'll have to like change it up just a little bit right here next to here. Sorry. So it looks something like this. Set up your two brackets. If the checklist, sorry, this still looks a little bit small, my bad. Set up, if you pass your checklist, set up two brackets, put x as the first term, and then put a plus, put a minus. That should be it. Now you want to add the 5 or the square root of the second term right there. So one bracket, this will be x plus 5. This will be x minus 5. That's it. That's really it. So the factorized answer in the bracket is going to be x plus 5, bracket x minus 5. The order of the plus and the minus doesn't really matter, just as long as you'll be able to write this. Okay? Let's try a harder one. Let's try a harder one. It's not so too obvious. We have our first example, 4x squared minus 9. Let's run a checklist. Are there only two terms? 4x squared, 9? Yes, that's only two terms. Is there a subtraction? Yes, there are. Are both terms perfect squares? Now, you have to look. 4 is 2 squared. X squared is x squared, very obviously, of course. And 9. What about 9? 9 is 3 squared. So those are perfect squares. Really, these are perfect squares. Yes, it is dots. So since we have done our checklist and we've written that in our notes, we say that is dots. This is dots. And then we have our two brackets right here. Those are a little bit too small. Sorry. We have our brackets right there. We will put 2x because the square root of 4x squared is going to be 2x squared here. So 2x in each term here, in each bracket, 1 plus, 1 minus. And I believe 9 is 3 all squared, so we put 3 in each one. And that is going to be our answer right there. Put one term of 3 or minus 3 into the back and the front right there. And then you can even check by expanding them back as well. Look at this. So if you have here, you put FOIL, F is going to be 2x minus 2x, this is going to be 4x squared. Our O is going to be outside, so outside is going to be let's see, it's going to be 2x multiplied by minus 3. This will give us minus 6x. Our I is going to be 3 multiplied by 2x, is going to be 6x. Our L is going to be last, so 3 multiplied by minus 3 is going to be minus 9. These cancel each other out because they're the same, and they only differ in terms of signs. This is negative, positive, so they cancel it out, and we will be left with 4x squared minus 9 right here. That's it. And for our other example, let's go into our other example. Just finish this one. Now we run through our checklist. We look, are there only two terms? Yes, there are only two terms, 49 and minus actually y here 6. Two terms. There's not a subtraction because I'm only two terms here. The subtraction does exist. There you go. And both terms are perfect squares. We have to look. 49 is 7 squared. And this is going to be 3 cubed and squared. If you don't remember this rule, then please check the year 8 video where we go through index laws. And so, yes, this is going to be a squared. So let's apply our rule, apply our brackets. Let's write that out. So we have here, 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 here. So 7 in each, plus, minus, y cubed over here. So that should just be it. Really. I'm not going to check this, of course, because I'm applying a shortcut and rule, and always formula shortcuts are almost always very correct. And so what you just need to do, go run through a checklist and apply this pattern in reverse. That's it. And then you can when you pass this checklist, you can bypass the heavy lifting and just jump straight into brackets like I did right here. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. And that should be it for factorizing difference of two squares.